Good morning. Don Keith and the Diary of a Psychotic podcast. This podcast is brought to you by Granger Supply, the ones who get it done. Now, next week we got coming up on Netflix the in-depth documentary about the submersible Titan and the events surrounding it, the disaster and the implosion that killed 5 people. Okay. What else? And what else indeed? Elon Musk and President Donald Trump, big fallout. Okay, yeah, they're falling out. They're not buds anymore. I don't think they were really friends. Okay, not really, not in the traditional sense. Okay, he supported his campaign wholeheartedly and expected certain perks to be his when he finished his contract last month. Well, big surprise, Donald Trump didn't want to deliver, okay? Because he thought that she said, and you shoulda, woulda, coulda, and you didn't. Get it? So, don't think that any of this is going to be over quickly, all right? We have in this country a problem with contracts. You said you'd do this. No, it's written right here that I was only going to do this, and this. Yeah, but you had a stipulation right here that you did not agree to. Yeah, I did. No, you didn't. All right, see, look, here you didn't check the box off. I didn't know I had to check the box off. Yeah, you did. All right, you knew everything, so you initial that you read it. You read it. Did you read it? If you didn't, hey, too bad, so sad. Yeah, you didn't read the fine print? You didn't initial there? Or initial there? Those are your initials. Oh, live up to the contracts that you say. In other words, give your word and stick to it. That's what's called sacred honor. That's what honor is. It's honesty. Honor comes from honesty. All right? If you want somebody to be honest with you, you got to be honest with them. You got to tell them there's some things that you can come through with, and then there's some things that you can't come through with. All right? There are certain aspects of life that can't be avoided. You either have the money for something or you don't. You either have credibility on something or you don't. All right? There are no gray areas when it comes to mathematics, geometry, physiology. Those things that are parts of science that everybody takes for granted. Okay? Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Anybody that says different, out of their mind or lying. Okay? Give your word, stick to it. Or if you can't stick to it, have a good reason why. Not an excuse. A reason. See? That's how the Titan ended up in the bottom. 1,500 feet from the Titanic. All right? Those 5 people on board wanted to see the Titanic. Well, they see it. They're going to see it for the rest of their existence. Or whatever it is that's on the other side. Man. Well, in other words, give your word and stick to it. But not to the point to where you're going to kill somebody else. Don't let your arrogance get out of control. Don't you let your dishonesty get out of control. Right. Let your sacred honor be what you sacrifice last. Okay? All right. That's enough for now. This is Don Keith, the Diary of a Psychotic podcast. I'm on vacation next week, okay? If you hear from me, it won't be from here, okay? It won't be from my micro studio and my rocking chair. All right. Don Keith, Diary of a Psychotic podcast. Brought to you by Granger Supply for the ones who get it done.